Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we're going to be playing Black Ops 2 in 2025 and discussing the huge issues with old COD on Game Pass. And you guys are probably thinking, what are you talking about? Old COD on Game Pass is going to be a great thing. There's no issues. What are you talking about? Well, I wanted to discuss the issues that people aren't talking about. The things that, like, we're all getting excited, right? We're all getting excited because old COD is supposed to be coming to the Game Pass very, very soon. The leaks are that it's supposed to be coming in April, and the first game is supposed to be MW2. I'm excited. You guys are excited. We all want to play old Call of Duty here in 2025, have a thriving, playlist of people and stuff. For instance, Black Ops 2 at the moment, only 436 people online, but it's not great, is it, right? There's not many people online playing these games with good reason, right? They're old, not many people have access to them. People don't want to be paying 20 to 30 to 40 pounds for old Call of Duty games. And the Game Pass is meant to solve that, right? The Game Pass, well, not meant to, but it will. It will solve that issue. With more people having access to the game through Game Pass, through a monthly subscription, both on PC and Xbox, etc., there will be more people online. Now, of course, I'm not saying PC players get to play with Xbox players. That is not confirmed. There is nothing to say that. And I highly doubt that would happen because they'd have to go back to every single old Call of Duty and make them cross-play and stuff. And it's just not going to happen, right? But for those on Xbox, you want the game to be, thriving, have more people online so you can matchmake and find less hackers and get into lobbies quickly and play and just be able to play the games that you enjoyed from when you were younger, or you just in general just like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, MW2, MW3, you name it. You just want to get on here and play. The difficulty is it's very difficult because there are a lack of players. And it's not just the fact that these games are old, that there's, less access to them. These games have issues that haven't been solved yet. Every time I come back onto here, I find there are issues that are still not been solved. And I wanted to showcase Black Ops 2 because Black Ops 2 is probably the biggest, showcase of that problem, or many problems with these games. For instance, the lack of player base. Of course, Game Pass fixes that. Like I said, it will fix that issue. So I have no worries about that. But Black Ops 2 is very notorious. And if you guys have not seen my channel, or maybe have seen other people's channels, if you didn't know, Black Ops 2 has one of the worst hacking and cheating issues out of all of the older Call of Duty games, and maybe just in Call of Duty in general. It is so easy for people to access this game and just load up hacks and cheats, even without modded consoles, modded anything. You don't need nothing. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. At the end of the day, it's not going to solve much if I did anyway, because people do know how to do it. It's very easy of access, and I'm sure most of you would just search up a video how to do it if you really wanted to do it anyway. But a lot of people cheat on here. A lot of people hack in that, and that is one of the biggest issues that I find with these older games. And what have Activision and Microsoft done about that in order to get these games onto the, the Game Pass and be able to be played in that? Nothing at all. There has not been one fix to sort of stop that. Stop people from accessing hacks, being able to hack, being able to cheat as easy as possible. And it's very rare that you can come back and play some of these old Call of Duty games without these issues. The most notorious ones for me, I've played MW3, I've had people cheating in that, I've played Black Ops 2, and every time I've played Black Ops 2, there has been a cheater. Thankfully, at the moment, this lobby seems to be clean, so this is like my 1 in 2 chance, 1 in 5 chance maybe of not finding a cheater hacker. But then again, I don't know as well. There could be someone actually cheating, and I just have no idea, It's so easy to gain access to the hacks that are available to literally anyone who has, the ability to log on and play this game. Which is insane to say, but it is the truth, right? You could just access the hacks in that and be able to cheat your ass off and do what you want. And this isn't the only game for it, right? It's harder for other games like MW2, MW3 and that, but they've also had their issues with cheaters and hackers. So what needs to happen? Microsoft, Activision need to go back and deal with the hackers and cheaters in these games. Will they do that? Probably not, because what's the worth to them? At the end of the day, they'll put these games on the Game Pass and then just allow people to, get hacked on, cheated on, and have to deal with these issues. And like I said, right now, this guy might be cheating. I mean, that guy might be cheating. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's so easy for people to just turn on hacks and cheats. That guy sniped me before I even, came around the corner. And we'll see in a second. Eventually he'll showcase to us whether or not he's got cheats or not. And it'll kind of showcase the problem I'm talking about, which makes it so, yeah, he's cheating. Right? We're going to find very quickly that he's cheating, as you can see. Told you. This is what I'm talking about, right, guys? I knew I'd find the example. I knew I'd showcase exactly what I wanted to showcase about Black Ops 2 and just in general these old COD games. Would you guys want to go back and play this? Again, I want to play these games as much as you guys do as well, but we cannot expect these games to come back to Game Pass or come onto Game Pass and, want to play them when they're in this state. It is ridiculous having to come on here and try and play these games. And yeah, we'll all have more access and stuff, but at the same time, as much as us legit players who do want to come back and play these games have access to these games through Game Pass, a lot of people who are cheating in that will also have access to this game through Game Pass. Now, yes, most of the people cheating are using JTAG Xboxes, etc. But like I said, Black Ops 2, you can just do what you need to do. I'm not going to explain it, but it kind of involves theater mode. That's all I'm going to say. And that's it. You can just cheat. You to your heart's content. No issues whatsoever. There's no, you know, you don't get booted from the lobby. This isn't like the modern day Call of Duty games where if you cheated this blatantly, you'd probably get put into a shadow ban playlist or shadow ban lobby, etc. There's no shadow banning. You either get banned or don't. And is there support for these games for you to get banned? Absolutely not. They ain't taking complaints. You report someone in this game, trust me, they're not getting banned. They're not going to be able to, you know, they're not going to take them out of the game, put it that way. And this is what's ruining it for me, right? I get excited, but then I think to myself, if I want to go back and play these games right now, it's already in a bad state. And putting them on the Game Pass, yeah, it gives us more players to play against. But at the same time, you can still cheat. You have the ability to cheat. It is there. People can cheat free willingly, and it's not been fixed. It's not been solved. People can just do whatever they want with no repercussions, and it's going to ruin the experience. So again, the rumors are MW2 is coming in April. MW2 does have this issue, not to the extent that Black Ops 2 does, I will say that, right? It is going to be very possible, I think, to go back, play MW2, and, you know, hopefully not run into a cheater, thanks to there being more players, which is what Game Pass is going to achieve. But currently, we still have to deal with the cheaters, right? They're still there, they still exist, and the reality is, I don't think this is going to be solved, and it's going to ruin the experience. I think people are going to slowly lose interest, or very quickly lose interest, sorry, when they go back and play these games through Game Pass, to get all excited to go back and play their favorite games and realize what state these games are actually in, you know? They're not playable. Some of them aren't anyway. Sometimes you can go back and play them. And again, I imagine for the first week or two, it won't be so bad. Like, you will find so many players playing the games that you will be able to avoid this sort of cheating through some legit lobbies. But eventually, there will be an influx of hackers and cheaters coming back onto these games to sell hacks, cheat, do whatever. You get the trolls as well. You get all the sad people who don't come back on here to play the games legitly and enjoy the games. And you can see right now, that is happening right now. There is no reason to be doing this. It takes the absolute enjoyment of the game out of the game. Like, it just, there's no point coming back and playing. If this was on Game Pass today and it was like this, I guarantee none of you would play this. I'm sure most of you wouldn't enjoy this or want to play this and would instantly uninstall and never play Black Ops 2 again, which is why Black Ops 2 has the player base it has right now. It's not just because like people have, you know, limited access to it and that, maybe don't even know they can play through reverse compatibility and that. Quite simply, people cheat, people hack. And this isn't the only issue that is up there, right, with putting these games on the Game Pass that hasn't been solved. There's another one, which is a bigger issue, and I think isn't the biggest issue in the world, but it is still a big issue nonetheless. It's the fact that these old Call of Duty games are not dedicated servers, right? And people are going to be like, well, sometimes, you know, I like to play... I prefer peer-to-peer connections because sometimes I get a better connection, which is absolutely true. Like, it can happen. You can play on a peer-to-peer connection. You might even be host of a lobby, right? And you get an absolutely wonderful, you know, connection experience compared to, say, modern Call of Duty like that we get now. Like, modern Call of Duty games sometimes have really bad connections, right? We've seen in the modern era, we get packet loss, you get packet burst, loads of things, right? There's loads of issues even now with the dedicated servers. But the issue with non-dedicated servers in these games is people can boot you offline. People can hack you. People can do loads of crazy things with the fact that they, you know, have access to your IP and your information through the fact that these are peer-to-peer. And that's why Call of Duty did what it did. It got rid of peer-to-peer connections, not just to, you know, because they could save money, right? If they just had peer-to-peer connections, Activision would save so much money. But the risk of people getting hacked on, people, you know, getting booted offline, having their literal internet, you know, disabled because of people, like, sending loads of data to their internet and stuff, that's a big, big issue. So I wanted to showcase to you guys, this is the issue right now. This is the problem. As much as I'd love these games to come to Game Pass, and I'm not going to play another one because, as you can see, we can see the guy with the, you know, colourful name probably going to sell his cheats to someone or something. This is Black Ops 2 in 2025. It's not good. It's not pretty. And this isn't the only old Call of Duty game that's like this. I've played MW3. It has its cases of spin bots, people shooting through walls, etc. I've played MW2. There's a modded lobby 24/7 for people to prestige and level up in. That's cool, right? Whatever. If people want to get to max level just for a modded lobby, sure. That's not harming anyone. But it does take away the ability to find a legit lobby because I keep matching that lobby over and over again. And this at Black Ops 1, there's people who are invisible in that. But Black Ops 1 is one of the better games to go back and play. I will say that. But there is a cheating issue, there is a hacking issue, and I do believe peer-to-peer connections are going to cause issues in the future when these games come to Game Pass. So I'm not sitting here saying that these huge issues mean we shouldn't have old COD on Game Pass. Absolutely not. These are issues that Microsoft and Activision need to be fixing, and that's kind of what I'm making this video for, to say it's all well and good that we're going to get these old CODs on Game Pass at some point. Again, rumored in April. I don't know how true that will be because of obviously Verdansk is coming back for Black Ops 6 and Warzone, etc. But for these games to come back, they need to be fixed, right? These issues can't be here. Otherwise, as you saw today, would you guys play that lobby? Would you play in this game? Even if it was available for your Game Pass subscription right now, would you download and play Black Ops 2 in 2025? I highly doubt it. So, guys, let me know down below, what do you think? Do you think these huge issues with old CODs are going to ruin the experience of putting them on Game Pass? Do you think they should even be put onto the Game Pass before these issues are fixed? You guys let me know down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.